Okay, we're now recording the call. For those that don't know, this is Todd. Todd is the master rep of Pay to Save. It's an absolute privilege for us to be able to have him on the call tonight. We don't get Todd on our opportunity calls very often. I think this is the second one that we've had since things get up and going. We've got some amazing things that we're going to offer to you tonight. So if you are on the call with us, it's your first time, please feel free to put any questions that you need answered in the chat box. Then once we've done the presentation, we'll go all the way through all the conversations that need to be gone through, and we'll take it from there. So Todd, take over please for me, my love.
All righty. Hey, I appreciate the invite. I'm excited to be here with you guys in the United Kingdom. And for those of you, again, that I've not previously met, I am from Southern California, about 1 hour north of San Diego. If you pull out a map, that's a little pinpoint. Marietta, California is where I live. For my wife, Gina, and I, this has been an unbelievable, breathtaking kind of an experience. We told a few who told a few. We only knew one person outside of the United States when we got started a short time ago, and our team is now in 38 countries. I say that not to impress you, but to impress upon you how viral this is. And I cannot impress strongly enough that we are now what's called pre-momentum. And here we are on the height of vacation season. And I didn't get to say, Sam, we had 117 people join just 2 days ago in one day. And so, I mean, we are what's called pre-momentum. When you start adding 3,000 per month, when you don't even slow down for the vacation season, as kids go back to school, as people go back to the normal routines, it means you are going to have a massive boom come fall. And to be pre-momentum, what it means is that when you look at the company, you can see acceleration of growth. I mean, we've been doubling. People love what we're doing. They're loving the product. You can see income validity. We're breaking ambassadors left and right. We've got multiple six-figure earners now. Yet, if you went down to your local mall, if you went down to your local coffee shop, your local grocery store, and say, hey, have you ever heard of P2S Travel? And the answer is no. No one's ever heard of it. And so anytime you can be part of something that you know is going to keep growing, you know is going to keep getting bigger, and yet no one's ever heard of it, that's the sweet spot. That's a spot everybody dreams about. And so for those of you that are watching live or the recorded version, I congratulate you because, half the battle is, right place, right time. Half the battle is finding something that, they got it going on. And so, and you found it. So I want to kind of jump into this, give you guys an understanding as to why we're creating the excitement we're creating, why people are getting fired up. I can tell you that we are doing stuff in travel that has never, ever been done before. So we're rather unique. And as we kind of begin our presentation, I always like to go back to the core question. And if you went out and asked, 10 people tomorrow or 10 people today, do your own market research. If you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And you're going to find out the predominant answer is travel. And the only reason people don't travel more is they can't afford it. And so you can ask people, hey, what if I told you could go to some of the nicest resorts on the planet for just $2.71 per night? I kid you not. That's $19, 7 nights, 8 days, 2,000 resorts. We can show you videos and pictures of countless people that are going. We're not kidding. Yes, that's real. I'll prove that to you in a few moments and tell you why. But again, that's going to get people excited. You can also ask people, hey, what if you could earn, free travel every time someone uses your link to save money booking travel? Now, some of you might be thinking, hold on, what link is this? Well, we're going to give you a link. You're going to find out in 2 seconds. You can go sign up completely for free. You're going to get a link. You can hand out that link to anyone and everyone. It's going to save you time, money, and travel. Every time they book, you're going to be able to earn free travel. So who do you know wouldn't mind earning free travel, helping other people save money on travel by handing out a link? And again, this is another page turner. So these are two of the big things we're doing. The company, by the way, was put together by world-class entrepreneurs, David and Adela Hart. Mr. David Hart, matter of fact, he was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. That's a major business publication here in the United States. I'm not sure if it's big in the UK, but major business publication here in the US. He was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year for California when he was only 24 years of age. And so he's been setting records in business his whole life, turned his attention to the direct selling industry, back in his late 20s, early 30s, started setting records there, started his company back in March of 2013. And so they are now in their 7th year in business. They've paid out millions of dollars in commissions all around the globe, debt-free, tons of money in the bank. In fact, he's buying a lot of real estate right now. buying the office building we're in, buying a home in Cabo on the beach. Just got done buying a property up in Big Bear. It's a resort community up on the mountain where you can go snow skiing in the winter, or fishing and all that kind of stuff. And they got 2 lakes up there in the summer. Looking at a place in Palm Springs. And so, again, tons of cash on hand, debt-free. The paychecks go out every single week. So, again, you got a company with major growth that's, doing all the right things with a successful entrepreneur at the top. And our future's so bright, we got to wear shades, as they say on the song. Now, when you look at the travel industry, and that's the industry that we happen to be in, this is the single largest industry on the planet. In fact, if you were to take the number 2 industry in the world, combine that with the number 3 industry in the world, combine that yet again with the number 4 industry in the world, you find out that 2, 3, and 4 combined do not add up to the size of the travel space. Now, the reason that's important is that your chances of success has been reported in business publications. Your chances of success go up in direct proportion to the size of the industry. So another way of saying that is that the smaller the industry, the harder it's going to be for you to have a financial windfall. The bigger the industry, the easier it is for you to have a financial windfall. Well, we're in the largest industry in the world. That means it gives you your best chance of having success. In fact, it's not just the biggest industry in the world. It's the number 1 search word on the internet. It's the number 1 shared dream amongst all people of the earth, is the dream of traveling the earth. And so when you bring up travel, that's a conversation people want to have. When you bring up traveling for free, that's a conversation they really want to have. When you bring up going to resorts for $271 a night, I mean, they might have a little skepticism, but hey, I mean, prove to me this is true and you got me. I mean, who doesn't want to go on vacation for that kind of price? Further proof, if you look at a list of the top 10 internet companies in the world, you will see that not one of them, but 2 of them are travel companies. And understand that these guys don't own anything travel related. Expedia and Priceline, there's no Expedia cruise line. There's no Priceline resort. They don't have an airline or car rental agency. They are nothing more than a website where people go book travel. They connect, consumers with inline destinations, and we're going to show you how to beat them at their own game. In fact, they can't compete with us because there's a thing in travel called parity. They are public sites, and you cannot lower your price if you're a public site. However, we are not a public site. We are a private site. You go there, create a free account in 18 seconds, username, password. That means we can set our price lower than Expedia and Priceline. So we can actually go out there and do something that they cannot do. That gives us a strategic advantage. Plus, we're going to allow you to earn free travel. We're going to get into some of those details in a couple seconds. So here's the hotel site. You're going to get a replicated version of this site. You can go here, create an account in 18 seconds. You can save money. Again, it's lower than Expedia, lower than Priceline, lower than all those other people out there. So save some big time money. And then you see that the big red circle, it says share and earn free travel. You can share your link with others. And as other people save money on travel, you're going to earn free travel. So here's an example. This is the Mirage Hotel and Casino. We pulled this up on Expedia at $800. You can book the exact same place on our site for $772. And here's what happened. The customer won because the customer saved nearly $30. If you were the person who referred the customer, you just earned $32.77 in free travel. Now, next time you buy an airline ticket, hotel, rental car, whatever it might be, you can apply that money toward your trip. If you were the person that became involved in our company, you're the partner, you just earned almost $41 when that customer booked. And if you were the person that told that person, you're somebody up the stream, up the channel, you told someone who told someone, another almost $40 got paid out. And so this is a win-win-win-win. The customer saved money. Somebody who referred got free travel. Somebody who got involved with our company, they earned commissions. And of course, this is off a single transaction. We're going to show you how to multiply this, where you have tons of these transactions happening every day, every hour, even every minute as we get bigger. Now, further, as I mentioned, we have our Dreamcation. How would you like to go to resorts? We have 2,000 of them all around the world for as little as $2.71 per night. And somebody like, how is that possible? Well, understand that in the vacation world, the travel world, if you're willing to go out and stroke a very, very large check, if you're willing to buy up the inventory in advance, I mean, you're going to buy tons of weeks, not even knowing if you could sell those weeks. So this is guaranteed income for the resorts. They get your money whether you ever move that inventory or not. And then they give you a timeline in which to move it. And so Mr. Hart went out and stroked a check, very large check, bought up these weeks all over the world. And so we own them and we have them for pennies on the dollar. And then we put together a vacation club a club that can show anybody, anywhere, on any budget, not how to have one, but how to have two dream vacations every single year. So each vacation, 7 nights, 8 days. Again, you get 2 of these per year. That's 14 nights, 16 days. And the way the Vacation Club works is that for every dollar you spend, we are going to double that inside your vacation account. And so if you were to spend $100, you go to your vacation account, wow, I got $200 in there. If you spend $200, you go to your vacation account, I got $400 in there. You spend $400, you go to your vacation account, I got $800 in there. I mean, don't you wish your local bank would do this? And so 6 months from now, because you get a trip once every 6 months, you'll go back there, find some dreamcation. Now you'll see the retail price, $11.99. You'll apply all of that money that's been doubling, and then you pay the difference. And next thing you know, you pay the $19 difference, take that times 7 nights, and you're there for $2.71 a night. You can get a single bedroom. And so you got a lot of times you got a kitchen, a living room, and then a separate bedroom. You can get those 7 nights, 8 days for $39. That's $5 a night. Now you can get a 2-bedroom, for $59. That's like $8 a night. So absolutely incredible. And I'm going to just real quick, kind of take you on a trip around the world and show you what life could be like just 6 months from now if you were to embrace our product. So here's Australia, the Island Palms Resort. This is a picture of the actual resort. That's a picture of the actual beach, the actual swimming pool, the actual umbrellas that are there. And you can go to this resort, absolutely incredible, for $2.71 per night. That's $19 for the week. Some of you might want to come to the United States and check out the magic of Disney. Millions of people visit Orlando every single year. And when you go here, if you look in the lower right-hand corner, you can tell this is not the budget motel. This place is not the Motel 6. This is an incredible resort. You can be here 7 nights, 8 days. Again, $19, $271 a night. Maybe you'd rather go to Egypt. We can put you in the heart of Cairo, right on the Nile River. You can see the Egyptian Museum. You can go see the pyramids of Egypt. We can put you here for $7 a night. Maybe you'd rather go to the Canary Islands, or you want to go to the Bahamas. You want to go to Fiji. You want to go to Portugal, Mexico, Spain. I mean, if you can dream it, we can book it. We got snow skiing in Switzerland, or in you can go to Colorado. So again, we got Las Vegas, 2,000 resorts, every region of the world, whether it's Africa, Asia, Japan, China, all over Europe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, this is great, Todd, but I don't need 7 nights, 8 days. I just want to go to my cousin's wedding. I just want to go to my brother-in-law's for a couple of days. How do I get a hotel for less? And so we're going to show you how you can save money in hotels, cruises, rental cars. By the way, we have brand new entertainment and activities. I've not even seen it. Sam can elaborate more on that, how you guys can save something brand new that we're just launching right now while they're in the United Kingdom. But a lot of ways to save money with our company. Here's the hotel examples. If you were to go to Buenos Aires, here's 3 nights, and you're going to save over $100 per night. Now, I want you to look at this 2 ways. One way is, wow, that's really cool. I can now book at the net rate. That's the true wholesale price. I don't have to pay the markup. So I can book hotels for less. But the other thing I want you to think about is that when Orbitz sells this room to people on, whether it's Expedia, Orbitz, Trivago, Bookings.com, Hotels.com, Priceline, when they're selling this hotel room, they're making $356 on this one booking. And now think about it. You're doing all the work. You go to their site, you're researching all the hotels, this one, that one, doing the comparisons. You finally figure out what you want. You put in your dates. You got to even you got to put in your credit card and the address. You're doing all the work. They're just a website, and they're making $356 off a single transaction. How about the Cancun, Mexico? Here, you can save $649, or Priceline makes $649 every time they happen to sell this resort. And now you begin to understand why you see so many commercials selling travel. Now you know why they went out and got Captain Kirk to become the Priceline negotiator. I mean, these guys are making a fortune every time somebody books. And remember, we're going to put you in that same business. So on one hand, right now, I'm focused on the savings that you can realize. But I also want you to think about, wow, there is big time money in travel. Here's Las Vegas. We're going to save you over $70 a night. Or if you were booking that, you can make $70 a night. Now, here's Miami. Again, over $100 per night savings. Now, everything I've talked about up until this point has been about saving money. Understand the only thing better than saving money is making money. And it was Warren Buffett, the 3rd richest man on the entire planet. You might want to kind of, write this one down. Now, third richest guy in the entire world who once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And that has been said a number of times in a number of different ways. J. Paul Getty, one of the first billionaires ever, once said, I'd rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. And so the key to creating lifestyle, the key to creating money is to create leverage. You need a business that works so you don't have to. I'm going to say that again. You need a business that works so you don't have to. And the problem for most people is that they're an army of one. If I don't go to work and, punch the clock, I don't get paid. That's the problem for most people. They're exchanging time for dollars, and there's never enough time to exchange for dollars to really get ahead financially. And not only that, you're exchanging all your time, meaning there's no lifestyle. You can meet two kinds of people in this world. You can meet people with no money and a lot of time. That's no fun. And you can meet people with a lot of money and no time, and that's equally no fun. And the holy grail is if I can have the money and the time to enjoy it. Am I able to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, because I want? And I'll say that again. Am I able to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, because I want? That is true financial liberation. Now, that is true lifestyle. And I'm elaborating. I'm kind of beating this point up here, but I want to share one more thing. I saw a speech one time with Warren Buffett. You can Google it yourself. It's on YouTube. And he was at Columbia University. And that's where he graduated. That's his alma mater. He was I think this was recorded 5-6 years ago. And so he's there at Columbia University. Of course, Warren Buffett's worth $75 billion. And some of the people in the audience, the students there, they said, hey, well, what's your life like? And he says, well, my life's a lot like your life. And of course, they start chuckling at this moment. Come on, give me a break. You're worth $75 billion. And the guy's like, well, look, I live in a house I bought back in the 1950s. I live in a house I bought way before I ever had any money. I've never moved. I live in a fairly modest home. My home is probably like your home. It's warm in the winter, cool in the summer. I drive a car that's 8 years old. Many of you have a nicer car than I do. He eats at McDonald's and Dairy Queen every single day, just like a lot of you. He goes, now when I fly, I do have a slightly nicer mode of transportation. But the big difference between you and I is I'm in control of my time. And so understand that time freedom is the only real advantage to being Warren Buffett. The $75 billion doesn't mean anything. He's got that sitting around in a bank. He lives in an old home, drives an old car, and eats at McDonald's. The only thing the money really means is that I have my time, which is the most valuable thing on the planet. And we're going to show you right now how you can take control of your time. Some of you can do it in the next 90 days, 6 months, 12 months, where you can make enough money doing our business where you're able to quit the job and be in control of your time, no different than a Warren Buffett. Now, you don't have the G6 jet, but you do have the time freedom. And we begin our process by, number one, giving you that replicated version of our hotelsite.com. And people can go here, they can book, they can save money, and you're going to earn money every single time they book. So that's obviously a major, major advantage for you. Further, you can come on board as a titanium customer with us. You can come on board as a platinum customer. Doesn't matter which one you do. The titanium is $129 US. The platinum is $249 US. They both have a monthly subscription. But regardless of which one you do, when you get 3, you're going to be earning more than you're spending. And so, the number one question a lot of people have is, what do I have to do to get to break even? What do I have to do to start making money in this venture? And the answer is get 3. In fact, I'm here to tell you that if you simply go on a free vacation that we give you when you come on board, when you come on board, you get a trip to either Spain, Thailand, or Bali. So again, you get a trip to Spain, Thailand, or Bali. Now, if you go to Thailand, you get 7 nights, 8 days. If you look at the picture, the third from the left, you'll see the 2-story unit with the swimming pool. I had a buddy, Al Holmes. He went on this trip, and that is a private swimming pool. You have a privacy wall. And so you can go bathing suit or no bathing suit. That's totally up to you. It is your own private swimming pool. You have a downstairs and an upstairs. You got, 2 bathrooms, 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs, full kitchen, full living room, washer, dryer. You got a balcony off your bedroom that overlooks the mountains there in Thailand. This is an amazing resort that you can go. And when you join our company, if you join today, tonight, for $129, you can book this trip tonight. And you get the 7 days, 8. In fact, you could join today, cancel tomorrow, but if you book the trip tonight, you still get the trip. And so this is a free trip incentive for coming on board. And if you simply went on this trip, if you went to Thailand and pulled out your mobile phone and took pictures, hey, here we are in our free vacation. and put that up on your social media. I mean, people are like, hey, how did you get a free vacation and how do I get one, right? That's the real question. How do I get one? And so if you just did that, you're going to get 3. And then your 3 go on vacation, and they get 3. Then their 3 go on vacation, and they get 3. And your team is beginning to grow. And we're going to pay you in all that activity in our 10X competition program. Now, we call this 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. Now, that is not my opinion. That is a fact. The great thing about numbers is numbers don't lie. If I have a certain size team over here, I make X. If I have the same size team over here, I make Y. The number is the number. It is not arbitrary. It's not a matter of opinion. And I can show you for a fact that we pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies. Now, it is my opinion, and only my humble opinion, that you can grow faster with us than any other company out there. And the reason I happen to believe that is our product. It is so easy to talk about. I mean, everyone you know is booking travel. Everyone you bump into is booking travel. Everyone you know or bump into would like to book travel for less. And so, number one, we have something that they're already doing. You don't have to convince them. You don't have to sell them. You don't have to knock on doors. Hey, you want to buy my pills, potions, lotions? I mean, forget all that. And, hey, you like to travel? Oh, my gosh, we love to travel. Hey, how would you like to travel for less? Talk to me. How's that possible? I mean, you already have them, in 10 seconds. You got their attention. I mean, how would you like to go to some of the nicest resorts in the world for $271 a night? Hey, do you like to travel? We love to travel. I mean, how would you like to go to a free site where you can save big money and earn free travel? Would you like the link? Hello, yeah. I'd rather pay, so again, very, very easy to share our business. Now, with our hotel site, again, you can send customers there. They can save money. And I'm just going to kind of give you an example of how this works. Here you are. Let's say that you're a partner in our company, and you tell your next door neighbor, Betty. Now, Betty doesn't join our company. Betty's never paid us a dime. She goes there. She creates a free account in 18 seconds. She has her own site where she can save money, and she has a link that she can share. Betty shares her link with her neighbor, Bob. Bob's never paid our company one dime, but Betty gave Bob a link. Bob goes to book that hotel I showed you earlier, the Mirage, and Bob, rather than paying $800, saved $30 booking through us. So Bob is a winner chicken dinner. He just saved $30. Well, guess what? Betty, who shared it with Bob, just got $32 in free travel. Betty's never paid our company a dime. Betty's loving this, right? She can save money on travel, and she helped other people save money, and she just earned free travel. You, the partner who came on board, you just earned $40, and people upstream from you earn $37 for sharing this whole concept with you. It is a win, 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 and there's a viral component to this. Imagine you went out and told 20 friends. Everyone's got at least 200 friends on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you're on, and I'm going to assume out of your 200 friends, you can only get 10% of them to sign up for a free account, free, F-R-E-E, where they can save money and earn free travel. And those 20 friends, they're not even as good as you. They can only get 5 friends each. Now, why would the 20 tell the 5? Well, because they know that when if I'm one of the 20, if I go tell my friends, here's this cool link, I know they're going to save money and I'm going to earn free travel. So that's why I'm going to tell them. So your 20 friends, they tell 5 people each. So you told 20, they tell 5, you got 120 customers total. The 100 tell 5. That's 500 customers. The 500 tell 5. That's 2,500 customers. It's beginning to grow virally. Understand that any of these people book anything. Whatever commissions are created, you are going to earn 25% of whatever commissions received by our company on all 3,120 customers you see on the screen. Now, can the group get bigger? Yeah, I just ran out of room on the screen. Now, you can also go out and build a team of partners. You can bring people on like Nicola and Sam and Pamela. I mean, you can bring people on that want to make money doing this. And then they can bring people on, and their people bring people on, and their people bring people on. They're all out there handing out the free site to everyone. Their customers are sharing it with everyone, and you can override all of that activity. And I'm just going to give you kind of a hypothetical here. In fact, I really dumbed this thing down. I'm going to assume that you build a team of 100 partners. You bring on 4 who get 4, and you're pretty close to 100. And I'm going to assume that your 100 partners, they don't go out and get 3,000 customers like I showed you a moment ago. They can only get 10. That's it, 10. And out of the 10 customers, they do the average booking, $200. There's a potential 11 codes you can tap into. I assume that you only get 2 of the 11 codes. That's 6%. And you just created $1,000 per month part-time residual income handing out a free hotel site. Now, let's assume, by the way, that's not even your activity. That's your team below you. That didn't even include you personally handing the site out or you telling some friends, or tell some friends, this is just you recruited for, who recruited for, who recruited for. This is just their team, their customers, and you got $1,000 per month override. Now, let's assume that team gets a little bigger. Again, they've only got 10 customers. They're doing the average booking. You're only picking up 2 codes. My gosh, you have a $10,000 per month income just from the hotelsite.com. I mean, this is not even the meat of our program. I've not even gotten into the real juicy stuff yet. And then as that team grows, if you were to be lucky enough to have that team be 10,000 people, again, average of 10 customers doing the average booking. By the way, I reduced it now down to 1 code. You're not getting 2 codes. You're getting 1 of potential 11 codes, 3%. And again, my gosh, it's over $600,000. So again, I throw that out there to just kind of show the potential of what's here. And understand that if you did that example I just showed you, the 600 grand, Expedia, Priceline, Trivago, they wouldn't even notice. I mean, they wouldn't even know that we exist. I mean, we're like a pimple on an elephant. I mean, this industry is so massive, so large. These companies are doing billions and billions and billions. You could literally go out and create a business that's making you 600 grand a year, and they wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even be a 0.0001 on their financial spreadsheet. And so massive industry, massive opportunity. As I mentioned earlier, it's easy to get into profitability. If you go out there and bring on 3 people, it doesn't matter whether you do the platinum membership or the titanium membership. And when you bring on 3, you're earning more than you're spending. And notice the structure above. That is you, and you brought on 3 people. Let's assume that you brought on Manny, Mo, and me. I am your 3rd person. You have no choice but to place me below Manny or Mo. You can only have 2 legs. So just like your physical body has a left leg and a right leg, so does your business. So when you bring on a 3rd person, you have to put them below 1 of the first 2. And you just keep building straight down. Now, the reason that's awesome is, remember, you got Manny, Mo, and me, and you place me below Mo. I don't know Mo. Mo doesn't know me. But if I go out and build a massive team because you place me below Mo, Mo is going to benefit in the daily pay exactly the same as you, exactly the same as me. And so you got people above you putting people below you, and you're putting people below your other people's people. You're in a business for yourself, but not by yourself. And it creates a team camaraderie. Now, there's incredible fast start money here. You can sell our titanium product or the platinum. And so let's assume, again, go back to Manny, Mo, and me. I am your 3rd sale. When you bring me on board, if I do a titanium, you're going to make $50. If I do a platinum, you're going to make $100. Now, let's assume that I go out there and I bring on 2. I make 2 sales. And let's assume they both do platinum. You're going to make 100 off my first 2 sales. My 2 get 2. That's 4 people. They all do a platinum. You just made 100, you just made $400. Their 4 get 2. That's 8 people. They all did a platinum. You just made 800. Those 8 get 2. That's 16. They all do a platinum. You just made 1,600. And this continues infinitely deep. And you're not limited to bringing on just me. You can bring on a 4th, a 5th, and it just starts to pop like popcorn where you're earning these fast start bonuses. So some incredible fast start money. Again, as I mentioned before, the real fun or the meat of our pay program happens in the daily pay. Again, you've only got a left leg, you got a right leg. Anyone else you bring on has to go below 1 of those 2. If you were to bring on 4 and help them get 4, you become a 1-star director. As a 1-star director, you're going to earn $400 to $700 per month, somewhere in that range. Now, we've had some people do this in a week. We've had some people do this in a month. We've had some people do this in a quarter. And we've had tons of people never do it, right? I don't know you. I don't know your mix of skills. But what I do know is that if some are doing it in a week and some are doing it in a month, it's obviously something highly doable. And it's more of a mental decision. Do I want to do it? If you decided to be a 1-star director, I believe you would in fact be. I don't know what time frame you would do it in, but you would become a 1-star director. So if you get 4, you're earning more than you're spending. Help their 4 get 4. You're now making $400 to $700 a month. Help their 4 get 4. You're now earning $1,500 to $2,000 per month. And at this moment, this is life-changing kind of income. There are not many dreams you cannot finance with an extra $2,000 per month. I mean, what kind of a car could you drive if you had an extra $2,000 a month toward the car payment? And I'll give you the answer. You can lease a Lamborghini for about $2,100 a month US. And so, I mean, you might be pulling that up to your apartment, but you got a Lamborghini. What kind of a home could you buy if you had an extra $2,000 a month toward the mortgage? What kind of a swimming pool could you build? What kind of vacations could you take? What kind of donations could you make? There's a lot you can do with an extra $2,000 a month. And we've had some people do this in 2 weeks. Some people do this in 2 months. Some people do this in 2 quarters. Again, I don't know you. I don't know your mix of skills. We've had tons of people never do it. But again, I happen to believe that if some are doing it in 2 weeks and some are doing it in 2 months, obviously highly doable. And it's a mental decision. If you chose to be one, you'd eventually be one. And an extra $2,000 a month can change countless lives. Well, if you can help therefore get 4, you just now became a 3-star director. That means you're now earning $2,100 a month in daily pay. That's $25,000 US. Plus, you can tap into our car bonus. And if you do use the car bonus, it's an extra $600 a month toward a car, dream car, Audi, Mercedes, Cadillac, BMW, whatever your dream car is. And that's an extra $7,200 plus your $25,000. That's $32,000. Plus all the money you're making from the hotel site, plus the money that your team's making from the site, plus all the 50s and the 100s and everything I described before. There's no limit to how much money you can make. Our daily pay goes all the way to $3,200 a day. We are continuing to accelerate even through the summer. I'm going to back up and give you guys one more version. Here in the United States, last Christmas, last December, we did not slow down. It's like the holidays never happened. I mean, we just kept growing and we were accelerating even through the holidays. That is not normal. Most direct sales companies go into a decline. They're either flat at best or they decline during the holidays. Some just go into the fetal position and we might as well just shut down and talk to you again after New Year. We did not do that. We continued to accelerate, and we knew we were going to boom come spring, and we did. January, February, March, April, we boomed. We hit summer. We did not slow down. It has not phased us for a moment. We continue to accelerate, which means that when fall happens, which is about to happen, kids go back to school, the vacation season will be over soon. They're in Europe. As people go back to their normal routines, it is going to be another massive boom. We are, in fact, pre-momentum, meaning we are doubling, but most people have never heard of us. That is the sweet spot. I just cannot implore you enough that if you are here, perhaps for the first time, looking at our company, do your due diligence, get back with whoever invited you to be here. I invite you to look at us with a critical eye. I invite you to be skeptical. You're going to find out the trips are real, the pricing's real, the company's real, the paychecks go out every week, and we are making major noise. And the last thing you ever want to do is be in the right place, right time, do nothing, because then you look back 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, and you feel not good, right? All I had to do was all I had to do was get involved. And it's $129 at the low package, $249 at the big package. I mean, either number, it's not a big amount of money. It's a tiny amount of money to stick your toe in the water and give it a shot. So, hey, we appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Sam, I'll throw it back over to you, see if there's any questions or anything else you want me to address before we close it up here.
No, I mean, there's no questions that I want you to address, but I do actually speak from experience. So anyone that is on this call, I've actually been able to book my dream vacation to Tenerife. I fly out of the country on the 26th of this month. It's for me, my two children. It's only cost me £75.45 for the week. I've not been able to take my children to the Canary Islands for 6 years. It's been out of my price range. Because of this company, it is now back in my price range. I can give my children the memories that I wanted to give my children. This company is absolutely amazing. We've got a full shopping platform, which I can quickly give you a quick show of as well. So I'll quickly just share my screen if you stop sharing yours. Thank you so much, my darling. Appreciate that. Okay, so for everybody that's on the call right now, this is actually me in my back office as we speak. So this is actually the shopping platform that came on this week, and I'm really excited about this. And the reason why I'm excited about this, I understand the full power of this portal. I've seen companies like this before. Everybody likes a discount. The beautiful thing about it is if you look at it, your holidays are potentially a couple of times a year, but we shop every single day. We shop every single week. We're out doing our food shopping. We've got a situation right now where the children are going to need their school uniforms. We've got every single shop that you could physically think of within our back office that will give us the discount. Now, the most beautiful thing about this is that when you're actually saving and you're using the discounts that are available to you through the back office, what that actually means for you is you're actually putting yourself in a position whereby you're actually offsetting your monthly membership. So if you was in a position whereby you was just going to use this as the product and just purchase the dream vacation and then just use the shopping portal to attain the discount, you'll actually find that will actually offset to the amount that you're actually paying if you're on a titanium package. So it's an absolutely phenomenal package for us to have. It's a really, really good position to be in. There is no other company in the industry that offers the discounts that we've got with the wholesale shopping portal, with the Dream Vacations, the fact that we're able to be a travel agent offering up to 80% commission, and we've got a full online shopping portal. There is nothing that offers all of this, and this really does give us a massive edge when you're looking at anything else within this space. So, you know, if you are looking at this just to be a customer, if you use the shopping portal correctly, you'll find that your savings will actually offset against the price to what you're paying for your membership. So that's effectively giving you this for free. Over to you, Todd.
All righty, great stuff, great stuff. And that's a brand new. Sam, when did they go live? Just a few days ago?
That went live on Sunday morning, so it's very new. Yeah, it's very exciting. It's very, very new. I've had a really, really good look at it. I mean, if I look at it just for myself right now, I'm going to be needing airport parking in 2 weeks' time. I can get a discount on my airport parking. I've already had nearly £1,000 off my accommodation. It's crazy what you can do with this. Absolutely crazy.
And I think also for everybody that's here, it's also the progress of the company, meaning when we got started, I mean, even just a year ago, we did not have the hotel site a year ago. We did not have, 2,000 Dreamcations where you could go for $271 per night a year ago. We did not have shopping discounts in the UK a year ago. We did not you got to go back maybe 15 months ago. We did not have the free trip that you could take to Thailand. The company keeps adding. And sometimes you just got to, say, wow, if they're doing this in growth and they keep making it better. And I'm still at the genesis. I'm still at the commencement. I'm still part of the launch of the United Kingdom. No one's ever heard of it. You sometimes got to kind of, put on your vision glasses and say, where's it going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? And do I want to be a part of that and get in front of that growth? And I invite you that our business is simple. It is a very simple skill set it takes to succeed in this kind of an industry. Some of you may have never been taught that skill set. If you've tried the industry before, maybe didn't have the success you're looking for. I can promise you can learn the skill set. It's simple. You just got to learn what I call peak, pass, and plug. And peak is nothing more than asking a question that causes someone to say, yeah, what is that? You send them a video where they watch the video, and then you get them on a webinar, then you get them on the phone with Sam or a member of your upline, crossline, downline, anybody other than yourself. And if you can learn to peak, pass, plug, you're going to find out that you say very little, almost nothing. In fact, the less you say, the more you make. Almost seems counterintuitive, right? Almost seems like I got to work hard. No, in fact, the harder you work, the less you'll make. If you can learn to ask people a question, send them to a video, send them to another video, get them on the phone with an upline, downline, crossline, let somebody else answer all their questions. You just sit there, you got it on speaker, hit the mute button, make yourself a sandwich, okay? Make yourself a sandwich, enjoy the show. And if you can learn to do that, you'll make a ton of money. If you start interjecting where you're the one trying to do all the telling and selling, find a wall, start hitting your head against it, because that's what you're going to do. For whatever reason, this is an industry of third-party credibility. For those of you who are Bible readers, there's a famous scripture out of the Bible that makes this point very clear. Jesus had walked across the countryside doing all kinds of miracles that mesmerized everybody. But when he went back to his own hometown of Nazareth, things did not go well. They said, hey, wait a minute, isn't this the son of Joseph and Mary? Don't we know his brothers and sisters? And they were going to stone him. And Jesus said, no prophet's accepted in his own land. And so I tell people all the time, if it didn't work for that dude, okay? If it didn't work for that dude, it's not going to work for you. And so again, third party. If you can learn to third party, if you can learn to let someone else do all the work, let someone else answer all the questions, let the video do all the telling and selling. All you have to do is ask a couple of questions, peak, pass, plug, do it every day, do it consistently, do it with a positive attitude. Amazing things can happen for you. We'll be doing trainings and I can teach that to you. But then you can start to live the life you want to live. Be able to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, because you want. I can say that I have 6 Saturdays, 1 Sunday. I have no place I have to be in the morning. People say, Todd, what time do you get up? I say, when I'm done sleeping. What time do you get up? It is a much better way to go.
I love that. So you must be on a permanent 6-week holiday.
Dexter, we're going to Vegas tomorrow. My sister's going to be in Vegas with my brother-in-law. It's his 50th birthday. So we're going to pop over to Vegas for a few days and buy him dinner and hang out and do whatever. Danny Seguinall's flying in by chance.
Wow.
So I'm going to hook up with Danny on Sunday. And I have a brand new rep, Virginia Forrester, who I sponsored up at 5 days ago. She's going to be there for an insurance convention. So we're actually going to connect with her because she happens to be in Vegas. So we're going to go play and work and have fun and probably do some Facebook Lives at the pool and say we're over here working our asses off.
Has anybody got any questions at all? Would you, if you've got a question, if you're comfortable to do so, would you like to unmute yourself and speak? Or if not, do you just want to type it in the chat bar?
I promise I don't bite.
I do. Go on, Suzanne.
Hiya. A lot of the information, I'm trying to write it all down, but obviously when Todd's explaining it, there's no time to do that. Is there going to be any sort of sheets available, or just go back and watch the live and just call and record, write it all down again? Or
you and I can go through this tomorrow. That's not a problem. If you write down absolutely everything you want to go through after watching this opportunity call again, I'll go through it all with you tomorrow when we do a Zoom. It's not a problem.
No, it's cool. It's just he's got all these great ideas and he's just throwing them out there, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm trying to write this one.
I tried to write one of them out as well, and he moved quick, so I'm going to have to rewatch it. There's a lot of juicy nuggets on this one.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Definitely. Thanks, Todd.
Is there a question for me?
I don't think there is. Karen's racking her brain. I can see the cogs going. She's like, you are, aren't you? Yep.
I was pulling up some stats here, by the way, on a little island called Reunion Island. It's in the French Polynesian. It's a little tiny island, only 2,600 square miles. Population, pretty small. We now have on Reunion Island, we now have 6 ambassadors there.
Wow.
We have another one's going to pop probably tomorrow.
Wow.
It's this little tiny island. And they're even doing it old school. I mean, literally, if you were to sign up now, hey, we're going to come to your house tonight or tomorrow night, invite everybody over, we'll do the presentation. And they're just going from house to house to house to house. Now in France, they're doing, Facebook Lives and Zooms, and they're doing just the Facebook thing. So my point being, it doesn't matter which way you do it. You can do it old school, new school. Both are in fact, creating momentum, and we want to create some momentum here in the UK, especially with the brand new addition of all the discounts you guys have with the entertainment and parking, and there a gasoline discount too, Sam?
Yeah, there is. You can get up to 10p off on the motorways. You do need to be a business, but obviously you're self-employed doing this, so you can register yourself in respect of that in your name, and obviously apply for the cards. But what you're looking at is you're looking up to 10p off on the motorways and up to 5p off, just in your local areas. And it is selected stores. But the thing about it is it's a card. Do you actually have a contract to agree what price that you're going to pay at the pump? So irrespective of what the price is on the pump, you don't pay that. You pay what you've agreed with the card company, and then you then settle 2 weeks after you've actually filled the car up. So, that's another way of saving. It's a great way of saving as well, because if you look at it realistically, 5p a litre, that's about £3 to £4 on filling the vehicle up. So if you look at that within itself will give you around about £20 per month filling your vehicle up. Then when you look at the rest of it, and if you're on a titanium package, it's only £55 per month, you've only got another £35 worth of savings to take, and it wipes your membership fee. We're in such a good position. We really, really are. And that's why I'm really pleased of how many new people have come on the call tonight. It's lovely to see so many fresh faces, because we are here to help you, and that's what we want to do. And the only way we can do that is by talking, getting the word out, and helping as many people as possible, because it's selfish not to share this, because it's that good. It really is that good.
And by Sam, I meant to tell you too that the doctor who fixed my hand, he's a prospect of mine now. So I made the joke on the corporate update call, say, look, if you're looking for a prospect, you can always take a screwdriver, shove it into your hand, and go to the doctor and get a prospect. Now, I don't recommend that approach. There are much easier ways, but everywhere you are, people want to save money on travel. The doctor said they're doing his thing. I sent you the video, right? He's doing his thing, and eventually he's like, "What do you do for a living?" Glad you asked.
We've got any other questions? Nope. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up then. If we've got no more questions, I'm going to wrap it up. So if you want to say something, I'd move quick. Quick look. Use of certain hashtags. Yeah, I think we're done. Go through the list of all the questions. Yeah, we're done. Thank you to absolutely everybody taking time to come out of here tonight, and I really do hope that this presentation has been exactly what you were looking for. If you need any more help or information, please reach out to the person that brought you onto this presentation, or if not, you can speak to me, you can speak to other members within the team. We're more than happy to help you. We'll do three-way calls with you if you need any more help to make the right decision, because for me, this was the right decision for me, and I hope it will be for you as well. So with that said, see you later.
Thanks, everybody.